Of course, I've thought about it, but you all know I can't do it, right? Struck down, but not broken. You might be thinking, what on earth is he talking about? Well, just the title of this video. I've obviously thought about quitting. How about I just leave this whole poultry thing, you know? The birds just seem to die. This is like the most terrible experience I've gone through in my whole farming journey. But with everything that's happening, there is a glimmer of hope, guys. I'm certain you can see the birds running all around me. Oh yeah, they're running, and today they have been active. And this is a glimmer of hope. It gives me lots and lots of reasons to smile. Because yesterday and the other day were really terrible days. Very terrible. And you might be thinking, why on earth is he sharing this with us, you know? Guys, let me tell you the truth. I thought I had become really good at this thing. I thought I understood the whole poultry farming thing like really well. But trust me, I'm still getting deaths up to now. I'll give you an example. This chick looks super weak. Like it's really weak. If I held it here for a very short time, you're just going to, you know, see it coming down. It's really weak. Unlike the other birds that are running down, if I put any of them on my hand, it would just jump off and run away. You know, this, you know, or any of these other birds, just put it on my hands, you see? They just jump off and run away because they are strong birds, you know, really strong birds. But some of them are really weak and they are still dying. And this might sound terrible, but I've actually lost 100 birds. Yeah, terrible. 29 the other day, then 65 yesterday. Then I've so far lost around probably 4 or 5 or 6. I think 6 today. So that's a really high number. And like I said, I thought I'd mastered this thing, but looks like some things are out of your control. And I do know that this is one of those things that was out of my control. I couldn't have done a lot about, you know, getting the birds late or something like that. By the time the birds arrived, feathers were already coming out, showing that they had taken a really long time. And I know they have a lifeline of up to 72 hours to be delivered. But again, the stress was just too much for the birds. And I can tell that it was too much for the birds because some of the birds already have fecal impaction. I don't know if you guys understand what fecal impaction is. When you look at this chick, its poop is stuck at its vent, you know. I think they call it vent impaction or fecal impaction, which is not a good thing. I've tried to solve the solution. I've tried to solve it for some of the birds, but I know what causes this vent impaction. Number one, stress. Yeah, when birds are stressed over their journey, they don't digest food as well as what other birds would do. So this vent infection is very prevalent in highly stressed birds. So I know these birds arrived stressed. My previous lot of birds, they did arrive stressed, you know, and I didn't have any problem with it. I'd actually just been reading about vent infection from birds, but for the first time I've seen it. Number two, when the birds do arrive on the farm, you're supposed to make sure that they drink lots and lots of water before they start feeding. You know, 4 hours if they have been moving for a long time before you start feeding them. And guys, that's what I did. I actually gave them water for 5 hours. I don't want to let this one go because I want to treat this vent impaction. Actually, let me do it right now. So what you're supposed to do is just get some water. You can wear gloves. I don't need to wear gloves. I never do. But you can wear gloves, get some warm water and a cloth, and then you just, you know, try to sweep this off. Let me do that. Okay, here we go. I've just tried to solve this bird's problem. The fecal matter has gone off, and that simply means the opening is back. I'm really worried because it gets them wet, and I don't want the birds to get very wet because they're still very young. And When they get wet, they usually have a problem with thermoregulation. They start feeling cold and all that kind of stuff. So as long as I open it up, you know, I'm good. I can let it, because if you close the vent, then the bird will get fecal impaction. You know, it won't be able to pass stool, and that could lead to other complications. So I'm just trying to open up their vents, and removing it looks like it's actually a bit rough, because this one looks like it has already got a small tiny wound. I can see some little bleeding, but yeah, that's the price to pay. So I'll just put her down. So I'm trying to solve this problem for most of the birds, but as you guys can see, today is a better day. Yeah, it's a better day. The birds are more active. If I clap my hands, unlike yesterday, they wouldn't really run around, but if I clap my hands right now, you'll just see them running. I've been sleeping in here for the past 2 nights because I've had to keep these stoves full of fire. They are still warm today, but because it's daytime and we are in the tropics, currently it's probably around 28 degrees Celsius. So I don't need to put too much fire in these stoves, because then it will become too hot for them, which is also a bad thing. But for now, there's just minimal fire. I'll just continue feeding them. They are feeding on the pellets, as you guys can see. Tried cleaning this place. You can see they are pooped down. Tried cleaning it, but it won't go away. So I just get a broom every morning and do some sweeping. I got a broom this morning, did some sweeping, got the poop together and everything, cleaned it up. I believe by the end of this week we shall be expanding, because the birds will have gained some weight and they're a bit too big. When I pick a bird, I can tell that they are fed, because I can feel the crop. This one's crop, for example, is full. Yeah, I can feel. You know, it's woody hard. No, they don't call it woody hard, but it's something like that, you know. You can feel that there is food in the crop together with water, and that's good. It's a good sign. It shows that the birds are feeding. It shows that the birds are feeding, and yeah, I'm really happy about what's happening today. I'm praying that we don't have too many more mortalities. Like I've told you, I've lost 100 so far. I'm praying that it doesn't get to 200. Yeah. Really praying they didn't get to 200. So like I said, some things are really out of your control, and I'm not going to quit, guys. If you already do know me, there's no way I would quit. There's totally no way I'm going to quit, but it has given me lessons, lots and lots of lessons that I'll be sharing with you guys in the near future in more and more videos. I'm going to try to keep strong, continue feeding the birds. I need them to grow up, and hopefully when they do grow up, they will give us really, really, really good quality eggs, because that's what I'm aiming for. Otherwise, guys, thanks for watching. Lots of love. See you next time with another video. Bye bye.